Hey everybody, welcome back to another RSG Lunch Hour stream. I'm Ranger J 1999. Glad to have you guys all here. Hope everybody's having a great hump day. Welcome to our show. If you're new to the lunch hour, I can't talk all of a sudden. I've had too much coffee. I don't know what the hell's going on. But if you're new to the lunch stream and wondering what this is basically where we entertain you guys for the next hour or so. We'll do a roster review. We'll answer some of your questions. If you do happen to have questions, well, today is your lucky day because it is just moi that will be scooping up the questions. So it would behoove you to put... And my phone just went off because I'm doing 9,000 things at once. God in heaven. Too much stuff is happening at once. Dr. Finn has got an appointment with his papa to do something, so he will not be available today. Stanley's busy with school, so it'll just be me and a couple other folks doing your stuff. So if you do have questions, make sure you put in your question and make sure you put the word question in front of it so I can scoop it up. If you don't, that's on you. I'm all by myself, so you're just going to have to try to help me to help you to help me read your question. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up. That helps us get our content out to the YouTube world. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Obviously, we love the content. It really does help us expand and again, get our content out there in the YouTube world. If you have not checked out our Patreon, please check out our Patreon if you'd like to support the channel directly. And also, if you haven't checked out our GoFundMe, we are looking to run the half marathon in Orlando, Florida this next April 2019. I can't wait. But we are raising money for the American Cancer Society. So if you would like to help contribute to that cause, please go check out our GoFundMe. All those links can be found down below. We are going to have our mega stream Saturday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. That's right, we're doing it again, folks. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We'll be doing lots of different games. We'll include the Jedi Academy in that. We're going to do some Battlefront. We're going to do some other things. So stay tuned for that. All right, let's see who's with me today. We've got Grim the Mechanic.
How's it going?
Hey.
Sorry, I had to find my unmute button.
That's right. And also from across the pond, the one and only Mike.
Good afternoon. I am here.
That's right.
And here I am.
And no sweary daughter or dancing daughter in sight.
No.
Mike has got the house all to himself.
I know. I'm not used to that.
Hey, so it's peace and quiet in the Mike household.
Oh God, yes.
So we do have a roster.
Voulez-vous coucher moi?
No, Granny, you just don't get to pop up in here whenever you want. Look, everybody, it's the big deal. Frenchie himself, Grande Pappy Patron.
What's up?
What are you doing? You hitting by the pool, chilling?
Nah, not. It's cold outside.
Get the hell out of here! You're in Texas. It didn't get cold in Texas.
It's cold outside.
Dude, it's cold over here. When I woke up, it was 35 degrees outside.
That's a little nipply. I'm not going to lie. That's a little nipply.
Dude,
What, Celsius or Fahrenheit?
This is
Fahrenheit.
That's
Mike's sitting there going, wait a minute, that's like almost 100.
Yeah, that's a heat wave, mate.
No.
What you bitching about?
like,
What you talking about, Louis?
I went outside and it's snowing everywhere around me right now, except for here, which is interesting.
Is that because Santa Claus is bringing you a revenue?
How dare you, sir?
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so steamed about Revan that the snow just won't fall here.
Oh, stop being steamed.
No.
Jiminy cricket.
Granny, quit telling us not to be steamed. We don't tell you to be happy, so you can't tell us not to be steamed. That's not how this works. I unfriend you.
Unfriend.
This is not how any of this works.
I remove your reality and I replace it with my own.
That's right. You have your visions of grandeur, and we have ours. So there you go. I think, therefore, I am. Great Descartes. All right. So we do have a roster review today. I'm sure we will get lots and lots of questions about Revan. We will cover some of them, guys, but we're going to be going in depth tonight on the Wednesday night show, the longest running live stream in the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes community. So if you really want to know the in-depth review of the kit and everything from RSG, we will be hitting it hard and heavy tonight. Trust me.
We're going to go all in, not just the tip. Going to go all in.
So I'm sure we'll get some questions on that. We'll answer them. Don't worry. But
Oh yeah.
we're gonna still go in depth on the stream tonight. So if you got questions, go ahead and put them in there. I'll try to scoop them up as best I can. But let's get to the roster review today first, and let us see what we got. We've got Darth Agnaton's profile, and he is an Amperu's Barbecue Hut. That's amazing. What a name. Oh my god. And let me see what he is looking for today. So he says, I'm currently working on the Old Republic now, but what should I work on next? Because he's working towards Revan. Is my speed order correct for my arena team? He's running Trail Lead Sith. I might need a mod check. And he says, thanks, Finn, and RSG rocks. Okay, so we can look at some of this stuff here for you, my friend. So if someone want to look at his mods and see if he has the mods in the correct place and the correct speed order for his arena, he looks like he's doing fine in arena. Kind of up and down a little bit between 1 and 10, but that's not bad at all.
What the? Yeah.
It's between 1 and 10, so some days he's a little bit lower. He could be in a shard. I don't know what's going on, but he's top 10, so that's pretty good. Current rank 3, highest 1.
He's got 220 speed secondary mods. Yeah, he's doing good.
Okay, so just your initial assessment is that he's fine on his mods?
Oh,
he's got all the good ones on his arena team.
Yeah,
So,
I filtered for speed and the end of page 1. Oh, they're right. They drop off near the end of page 1, but yeah. It's got 88 speed mods with speed secondary.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And his arena team looks good. What?
Hey.
Oh, look
Hey.
at it. Oh, well. The purple-headed Smurf herself, the Porg lover, Dana DeSense here.
Porg lover, that's me.
That's right.
Yay.
I'm just glad Finn's not, because I can't deal with that today.
Oh, I'll have to take over in his place.
No, please don't.
Have to pick up the slack.
No, see, you're starting that shit already. Why can't you just be a normal human girl? Why can't you just be normal? Why do you have to do this?
Yay,
Grande, I will DX your ass right now, Grande. Don't you start that shit either. It's bad enough, I get it.
It's a standard salutation.
No, it's not. You're a very evil bad man.
But it is. It totally is.
That is baloney. That is not true. That is not science-based. All right.
It's like the head nod when two dudes see each other. It's exactly the same thing.
That is not even close to being accurate, Grande.
Not quite.
Ouch.
Quit making shit up.
He's 315.
That's perfect.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
He's
Brother, your arena is fine. Your mods are fine. Holy moly in the frijoles. So let's look at his roster. So he says he's working on the Old Republic now, so let's look at that. If GG will pull up fast enough for me.
Swgoh.
Okay, so Jolie, Zalbar, and Mission are all 5-star at the moment. Bastilla and T3 are 6-star. He's got a way to go.
He's got a ways to go. Yeah. Which is pretty much most of us, so.
Yeah.
But he's got a week, right? I mean, he's got a week to do it.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, everyone, please, I'd like to make a statement that the views and opinions of Grande do not reflect those of the normal human population.
Well, no, I'm just sitting here kind of like thinking out loud that if he kind of, if he went in hardcore, he might be able to make it. I mean, we don't know how close he is to the next star level.
No, see, that's the problem. Yeah, we don't know how close he is. He could have just got these to 5 stars.
I'm not thinking he's right at the bottom. I'm thinking, okay.
He's in the middle somewhere, but I mean, realistically, honestly,
but if he's got 10 days, or 8 days until the event's over?
I mean,
A week-long event? Potentially, he could get, if he got 10 or 15, if he got 15 shards a day.
I know, but
you,
I mean,
you know there's going to
realistically-
be packs.
I know there's packs, but I mean,
It's
Christ.
whether or not we get double drops as
Oh,
well. I
dude,
suppose.
they did packs the day that they freaking said Revan's coming to the game. Buy all us stuff. Give us your money because you're worrying about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put the stress form on, baby. And now that, and this is what I'm worried about, now that Revan's been shown to be ridiculous, it's the only way to put it. It's ridiculous. It's retardedly good. People are going to just freak the F out. Guys, do not freak the F out. Please. Oh, I know he looks he looks creamy, but don't do it, But you're close,
No,
man. I just don't know how close. So, but he wants to know what he needs to work on next. That's his big thing. Is he's working on the Old Republic, but let's kind of go through his rosters from the top and see what he's got and what he needs. I think his bounty hunters were good. I think he did have a 7-star Chewie. You can tell just by looking at their bounty. Yeah, he has probably a 7-star Chewie. Chewie. Bounty hunters look amazing. Let's go to. I'm trying to figure out where we can look to see what he doesn't have. Actually, let me just go to his main character page. That'll give me a better understanding of what we're looking at instead of filtering these by teams.
He has a ton of Gear 11 tunes.
That's good. That's really good that that's the case. That he has a ton of characters like that. No, I don't want bounty hunters anymore.
His base is Gear 8.
Well, there's something we can work on there. Yeah, he does have Gear 12 Chewbacca.
Sabine. Man.
Range trooper, maybe?
I mean, you could start farming them. Emphas, 7-star, Gear 12. Jesus Christ.
Imperial Super Commando or finish off Clone Sergeant?
I mean,
if you have time, I'd recommend working on Aura Singh because once she becomes farmable, she's going to be the mainstay for raids.
She's nice for raids. I've seen some First Order you can work on gear-wise. I'm seeing Executioner at 9, Officer at 10. If I were to filter by First Order, probably could finish those guys up a little bit. It's a solid team, especially on Territory Wars defense. You can use them in other areas.
Zombie to Gear 10?
Got to get Zombie to Gear 10. Hermit Yoda's done. Wampa's done. It's a nice roster. I gotta admit, buddy, you got a nice roster.
Yeah.
I mean, those are just a couple of the things I was looking that I could see.
Yeah, this is more of individually. We're looking at individual stuff you can work on. The farm itself, I mean, he's got pretty much every character I'm looking at so far 7 stars. Jolie, I mean, other than Old Republic. I mean, this is a ton of characters. And the ones that haven't come out yet, like Django or Aura.
Let's look at his ships for a minute.
He didn't ask about ships, but if you want to go for it, brother.
I know, I'm just, he's like, hey, what should I work on? And so, I mean, he's already working Bosk. He's got Bosk at 5 stars, so he's probably doing just fine there. And I bet everything else with the bounty hunters are 7.
Get General Veers to 11.
Yeah.
Finn get to 11. Jyn Erso get to 11.
Houndstooth is 5-star at the moment.
Those are 3 characters. Yeah. So I'm seeing a lot of gear.
It's not farmable yet. I mean, except through the store.
Yeah, through the
No,
right?
I know.
I mean, so it's and here's the thing is, I don't know if there's really that great of a difference between a 5-star and a 7-star Houndstooth.
There is when it comes to dark side territory battles.
Actually, it's a big difference.
And
the health and everything. Oh my god.
Yeah, 7-star Tooth takes a lot longer to kill.
Yeah, well, his protection is based off of his max protection. The higher his star level, the higher his protection. So that buff that he gets becomes more annoying. More and more annoying.
Where is his star at? Because I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I want to look at his troopers.
Okay, let's look at his Zetas. Are there any Zetas we don't have that maybe might be nice?
I counted them up. I didn't clock all of them. He's got 37 deployed at the moment.
Yeah, you need to get your Veers, your Snow Trooper, and your Stark to gear 11, and I'd get your Magma Trooper to 11. That'll help you out with the Thrawn Magma team. I mean, I know Magma's a pain in the ass, but it's really worth it.
You know, once you get Magma past like gear 9, he went a lot quicker for me. It was like he had
it's a piece each level. You're like, really?
Yeah, so a lot of times what I've noticed is some of these characters get really, really hard at like gear 9 or gear 10.
Yeah, it's a lot of them gear 9 to 10.
And then they loosen up like later on, and you're like, that's just. I noticed the same thing was true with Gar Saxton. I was like, really? I'm giving this dude a freaking stun gun, and then after that I was like, oh, this is nice. Never mind, it's just one.
So nice.
But you also got to do Pooper as well.
I actually won against the Night Sister team. Veers gives his stuff and is unique, right? And I was sitting there looking at it, and I had used a bunch of my Imperial Troopers with my Thrawn to kill a CLS team, I think, or something. I can't remember, to get us through a zone. And I was like, and so I was short an Imperial Trooper, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and I was like, let's throw Tarkin in as lead and see if we can kill these Night Sisters with Tarkin. And I gotta tell you, I whooped some butt with a Tarkin-led Imperial Trooper team with Veers and Stark and Pimp Trooper and Snow Trooper, and I was not sure it was gonna work, but it worked.
That's one of the nice things about Veers is his Zeta is on his unique, so he can fit into any Empire team. And
I'm sitting there, I was sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, all right, I'm trading some stacking offense for an expose. That might be okay. Let's go. Sure enough, it worked.
Yeah, First Order could use some love. Stormtrooper, Executioner, Officer, Carlo Run. They're all like 9, 10, 8 gear. I mean, the good thing about all this is these are just gear checks. It's not star. He's farmed the hell out of these characters for their star levels. So it's just really
he did
nice.
the stars already. You could tell this guy was focused on
just get the characters.
Let's fix the rarity. Let's fix the rarity.
And that's the very smart way to do it. I mean, guys, if you're looking for a way to do something, this is how to do it.
Follow this guy.
Yeah, this is a perfect example of like farming the characters.
Darth Ugna.
Oh, he's rotating top 4 for ships anyway. He's good on ships.
Very nice. This is a great. I mean, this is a really
for a 3.6.
Yeah.
Almost
really
3.7.
Nice.
Doing a great job.
This is absolutely so. Your arena's fine. I mean, honestly, stick with the Old Republic as your hard node farms. You really, you can throw in whatever else you want to throw in, but if you want to just stay focused on your Old Republic until you get ready for Revan this time or next time, then I'm all for it, brother. But your roster, other than gear, I would just say pick a faction that you want to work on. You can go First Order, you can go Rogue One, you whichever Imperial Troopers. Just pick one, take them to finish them to gear 11, right? You've got a lot of.
Notice he's saying gear 11, not gear 12.
Right.
I totally think that this is right. Getting more characters to gear 11. Slicing mods, but when you slice them, only slice them up to A.
Right.
It lets you move less mods around. It lets you get more looks at getting mods that are super great. It lets you understand what it is you want to take to 6A. I totally agree with that.
That reminds me of something one of the guys in chat pointed out last night is the 6E mods cannot be sold.
Oh, you're kidding.
So once your inventory gets full of those, you can't get any more mods.
Wow.
Holy crap. So you can't sell a 6E, which means...
Yeah, so be careful which mods you slice.
Dang. That shouldn't be a problem yet, but in a year, that might be a problem.
Yeah, like, hey, guess what? I have a whole bunch of 6Es, but I can't get any more mods because my inventory's full of them, and I can't sell them.
Dang.
Yeah.
And you can't use them on gear, and you can't use them on gear 11 characters either. So just double fun.
Yeah. Be wary which mods you slice up to 6E because you can't get rid of them.
I can't move these over to my 6-star trail. What's happening? Oh no. Well, we learn something new every day, and that is why we grow.
And knowing's half the battle.
That's right. Someone step on him. You're a monster. All right. Boy. But Dark, listen, brother, you're on the right pack. So my recommendation: your arena's fine, mods are fine. Stick with Old Republic, and then let's focus a little bit on. And really, you're in a position you can just pick one. You can go any of the ones we mentioned, and then just start working on those to Gear 11. You've got a ton of Gear 11 and 12 already, so let's just pick a faction that you want to work on. Let's do First Order. Let's do Rogue One. I mean, Imperial Troopers. I'd kind of go with the Troopers myself. If I'm being honest, I mean Troopers.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Troopers.
No, a lot of versatility in that group. I like them a lot.
Especially Range Trooper. Holy crap, he turns that team into just like a massive wrecking ball.
All right, so and Ugnaton, if you have questions, you can message us directly and on anything specifically, and we'd be more than glad to help you out. But a really nice job on this roster, very impressive. You've done it the right way, my friend. I cannot give you enough kudos. If you guys want to see what a roster should look like and how you should farm, this is it. If you want to see a roster that you should not do it the wrong, go look at go look at Grande's roster.
Ugnaton. Go look at Ugnaton's roster. He did a great job.
He did a great job. So, but if you have more specific questions about the farm specifically, or if you have any specific questions about your mods, then fire away at us specifically and we'll help you out. But great job, buddy. I like what you've done here. All right, so now it's time for questions. And I have to pull up the question thingy, sort of thingy. All right, so I have to go here and look up the questions. All right. What do you mean there's an error? What do you mean there's an error? Shut up.
Let's just make them up then.
Oh, for God's sakes. Really? It's going to make me log in? I hate this. It's making me choose an account. Oh my God.
Pork. Pork.
And fries.
I can't do anything about it. It just went cray-cray.
And Ranger, what is your answer on the
Grande's an idiot. I'll take what Grande doesn't know for 5,000, Trebek.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ranger. That is incorrect.
No,
How much did you wager on that?
That's correct.
I am sorry, Ranger. That is not science. How much did you wager? Oh, you wagered it all.
Texas with the dollar sign.
No Revan for you.
Texas with the dollar sign. Yeah, Texas with the dollar sign. All right, here we go. Now we're cooking with Chris to go. All right. Oh, a lot of questions. Crap. Oh, wow.
That's what she said.
That's a plethora of questions. All right, so let's see here from RSG Vormax. Hello, all. Question: who is happy now that we know Jedi Revan is OP and next Dark Revan is going to be so effing OP? We knew it was going to be an OP. This is a meta-changing character.
Yes, we knew this.
No, this is not a meta-changing character. This is a meta-breaking character.
I agree.
Actually, this is a game-breaking character, I think.
No.
Grande.
We will find a way.
He has Thrawn's special. He has Treya's special. He has L3's resurrection ability.
Read all the stuff you read to me before we
that is not affected by like terminate or the anti-revive mechanics.
You can still annihilate.
Yeah, you can still annihilate if your Nihilus lasts that long.
He is ridiculous. I saw that kid and I was like, oh my god. Oh my
the
god.
Ability that they gave him, that one, let's see here, let me pull him up here. It's called Direct Focus. 3-turn cooldown. Inflict buff immunity and marked on target enemy for 2 turns. These effects cannot be resisted, copied, or dispelled. In other words, that buff immunity can't be gone. Increase target enemies' cooldowns by 1, reduce their turn meter by 50%, and stun them. This attack cannot be evaded. Then call all Jedi allies to assist on that target.
So
wait, there's more.
There's more. If you order Revan now, you get the Gensu steak knives along with this.
I've just realized
that's his second special. His first special is the Thrawn turn meter swap for Jedi.
I know.
All our videos are going to be us waffling because anything under 30 seconds you can't attach adverts to. So you get no revenue from it. So we're going to have to talk for 30 seconds after the battle.
That's true.
Well,
now, here's the thing, though. This one's even more powerful than Thrawn's. This one dispels all debuffs on all Jedi and Old Republic allies, and then heals all Jedi and Old Republic allies by 10% for each Jedi and Old Republic ally.
I'm just saying, Zalbar has armor shred, right? So
I think they should have had an ability with this that said, so what had happened was because that's what everyone's gonna be saying when they go up against this. Like, so see what had happened was there was just Jedi Revan.
And what's hilarious too is his leadership. The description in game is so long that it won't fit on freaking GG.
Oh my word.
Oh no, it's pretty ridiculous.
One of did you see, Grim? Did you see that meme that someone put up in the chat that showed a leader ability from 2016 and then Revan's leader
it's
ability?
Like 3 lines.
It's like 3 versus this huge paragraph of text. It's crazy.
That's correct, right? All right, next question from Sith Gorilla. Question: Traya has defined the meta for a bit now, but she also made it a little still. Could Revan run the same risk, or will his exclusivity mitigate that?
I think it depends on what area you're talking about. So, if you're talking about TW, I think it could be super freaking hard. Yep. If you're talking about arena, I think you're probably not going to end up with everybody getting that guy.
It's going to be the haves and the have-nots. It's either you have him or you don't.
I sense something with this one. I sense the pay to win is strong with this one.
Yes, it is.
He doesn't have a ship.
Oh well, I mean, God forbid. He doesn't have a ship yet, Mike. Faye Mock. Question: Where's good old T McVenom at? She's been MIA with the streams. She's been on the streams.
Actually,
and she was streaming last night with the Heroes of the Storm.
She was on playing Heroes of the Storm with us last night and doing really well, while all of us were like sucking.
Northern Border question: Should I drop 2 Zetas on Traya for my established Nightmare Squad, or Zeta Revan on a fresh set of Jedi? No Jedi Zetas yet. If you're going to get Revan. I mean, Revan, anyone?
I would put it on the new shiny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not I.
Save it for a minute.
Yeah. Dojo-san, question: How is everyone feeling about the Revan kit? Reva anger? I think the kit's phenomenally good. I think it's going to Let's destroy this game. I don't know how to put this. It's going to be. I mean, the character itself is phenomenally good. I cannot stress this enough. His kit is freaking incredible. However, I think it's going to be a bad thing. So, oh my god, it really is.
Yeah.
I mean, what was
the game that we know and love is going to be severely changed?
What was the stats?
Oh god! Look,
it is
just like CLS.
No, this ain't nothing close.
You act like you're going to a freaking wake. Come on, man.
Because of course, in 6 months' time, when it comes around again, they'll launch the Dark Revan, who's the counter for the Light Revan.
My god!
And once you've got that,
you'll pay
again
more money for that, and then.
Yeah,
But what was it you were reading to me, Grim? Something about his overall things in GG, or like his bonuses and stuff. You just kept reading like 20 this before we came on. What was that?
Oh yeah, his unique.
Well, no, not his unique, but you're just going like what they list his positive attributes were or whatever.
Oh, his ability classes, all the stuff he can do on GG. They list off all of them.
Yeah, just read that out.
Hold on, let me put my arena fight on auto here. Because this is going to take a minute. Okay. On GG, they give you a little box of all the abilities that this character can perform. Here's what they do. Okay, Revan can ability block, give advantage, AoE, assist, buff immunity, counter, dispel, foresight, gain turn meter, leader plus max health, leader plus speed, leader plus tenacity, leader assists, reduce cooldown, stun, taunt, and tenacity up.
Sweet.
So pretty much, if it's in the game, he can do it.
Jeez.
What's the one that's going to be spread?
I don't know.
You've got one that's called like the juggling one where you like it's like a rotating cleanse.
God, and he can cleanse. Let's just. All right, let's get to some more questions. I'm getting depressed. Ski Trooper question: thoughts on modding Chewbacca for offense instead of crit damage? I gotta think about that.
In a raid, maybe, but not in arena.
Not in arena. I like crit damage a lot. Or am I on crack? I've been on crack before.
It doesn't really work so much in arena anymore. Not with all the crit avoidance and crit immunity. But for like territory wars, I could see it being used like on maybe bounty hunters.
Sure.
Yeah. Save your offense mods for Revan.
Yeah. Blackbeard Premium question. Zeta order. 3 Zetas in total. Night Sisters Phase 4. 6 SITU raid. I'm not sure what he means by that. I'm guessing Sith raid.
Probably.
He meant that should be an H instead of a U. So Zeta order for the Night Sisters for Phase 4. 3 Zetas to use.
Asajj Ventress lead.
Yes.
Mother Talzin unique.
Yes.
Asajj unique, and you're done.
There you go. And that's called winning. Helenix question: with how overly complicated Revan's kit is, are the chances that the AI won't play it well be high or low? Also, I may change my I blame Finn to I blame Big Pappy Petroni.
Maybe that's what we should do. To hashtag I blame CG Grande.
Yeah, let's do that. Damn it, CG Grande. You know, the other day I got hit in the face with the dart. God damn CG Grande. I got me some salmonella yesterday in the chicken. God damn CG Grande. Let's see here. Pizza the Hut. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, I was gonna say in Australia they'll change it to chicken ate my baby instead of dingo ate my baby.
Like, oi, stupid grande.
Yep.
And then the Aborigines were like translation CG Grande sucks. All right, Pizza Hut has a question. How should I mod Treya for Arena? I have Treya, Palp, Cyan, Nihilus, and Thrawn. Ideal speed order. Well, first I can answer that one. That's fast as Thrawn as possible. Mod Treya for offense to up her special damage and make her a speedy controller or what? Question mark. I mean, the mod order is easy. It's Thrawn as fast as you can get them. And I'm serious about that. 280 plus. If you're going to go, and then it's, offense for Treya on that. Treya doesn't hit that hard. She's more of a control character. Her big hit is if she's taking a lot of damage. Her big, saber throw. She can hit really hard. I kind of like crit damage or crit chance with her to really up that damage and stuff. I don't like offense on Treya. Am I crazy there, CG Grande?
She can hit hard.
She hit really hard on that.
On her first special, like real hard.
That saber strike.
Speed and offense is fine.
I guess you can go that. I'm trying to look and see what I have.
It depends on if I think I'm running an offense set right now.
What am I running? I am running a speed set and I just want fast mods. Never mind. I have fast speed mods and then 2 fast. I don't even have the correct set on here because these were crit damage, but it's not the full crit damage one. So, but they had super speed on them. I'm like, that'll work.
Yeah, I can understand.
You can absolutely run like an offense potency set. If you've got enough, if you've got enough speed and you've got enough crit chance, you've got enough offense showing up in other places, you could absolutely go, offense potency.
For me, a lot of my arena is speed and speed. For me, I've always found this.
Well, I have so many mods where I got speed on non.
I always do speed set on my arena teams, except for my tanks. It's just the way I do it. So I look for the fastest mods I possibly have on my arena characters, and then I always put the highest ones on, like the one that needs it, like Thrawn or Emphas Nest. Someone that's got to go as fast as humanly possible to make it work. And then I'll look for certain ones, like if I'm going to do a speed set on Palpatine, then I'm going to put potency with it, just to make him a little bit more potent-y. So, but I guess I could see offense.
You could easily go offense triangle, offense cross.
Sure.
You could go for a health set. You could go speed and health.
You could do that.
You could go speed and health. You could go speed and potency. You could go. There's so many different. You could go for an offense set and a potency set. You could go for an offense set and a health set. Once you get the triumvirate going, it seems like your characters take 2 turns for every time the other characters take 1 turn. Because of the way the uniques work. So
yeah,
you should be fine.
How about Dana? How do you have your Treya set up?
That's a good question. I hate on the spot types of questions. Let me go look because my memory is awful. And okay, so I have her set up with speed sets with crit chance.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some more questions. We got a ton of them. Camille Bohalski. Question: why does it feel like Revan is the illegitimate child of Barriss, Hermit Yoda, and General Kenobi threesome? It's more than just those three.
Because it's not. Think Thrawn and Treya had a baby.
Think genetic manipulation.
That baby.
Yeah. We've got some slicing of the slicing of the slicing of the genetic code. Adex Mathma question. Are you sure 60 mods can't be sold? Is it possible the person had the mod in a loadout which prevents it from showing up in the sell screen? I don't know.
No, he just said he tried to sell it and it wouldn't let him.
Maybe you can sell. Someone see if you can sell a mod. So
I'm not even gonna try.
I know.
Whoa.
What if I?
Let me see.
What if I fat finger the thing and then I lose my 60 mod and then all?
Yeah, I'm not gonna try because I only have 2.
Yeah, Captain Obvious question: Eben Hawk incoming? That could be. You've got.
Yay! So then we'll have a overpowered character and then an overpowered ship.
Probably. Sure. Michael Longmead question: after seeing Revan's kit, it looks like Arena will be a matter of having Revan or lose. Is anyone else concerned with how OP Revan is and its implications of creating a very stale Arena state? Well, we're kind of already in a state of Arena staleness, but this is going to create. I think if it's just if Revan, he's so good.
Yeah. It's interesting though. Usually we have either a gear check or a star check. Revan's event is going to be how deep is your wallet check.
Yeah. His gear though requirements. Someone told me it was 400 Kabantis. Have fun with that.
Yeah.
You certainly can sell
Actually,
it.
I'll tell you right now.
You can sell
So
it.
you can't sell it.
You can.
Okay.
So that makes sense then.
So you could sell it for 221K crystals. Absolutely. I'm sitting here looking at the sell screen. Do you really want to sell the 6E mod?
Right.
Yes. Absolutely, I want to sell it. Yes, I hit that mod with 27 speed.
How dare you?
Okay, well I sit corrected then.
Yeah, we were wrong. See, we can admit when we're wrong.
But let's see here.
And by us,
he
I mean
requires 400 Mark III Carbantes, 160 Mark IV stun guns, 150 Mark V stun guns, 150 Mark V droid collars. Yeah.
It places the Revan into the well.
He only needs 50 stun cuffs.
No, I mean, absolutely.
But let's see here. Wait a second. This must be incorrect because I'm not seeing any gold eyeballs. It must be incomplete.
100 cars you can do Gear 6. Jesus. All right, Chewy, question. Do you think Revan's kid is game breaking? Yes. He is a powerful, powerful man from another world. Michael Longmead question. What, this is a continuation on it, got cut off. Do you think it'll create an arena still? Oh, his was a continuation of the previous one. Of creating a very still arena state once everyone has them 6 months from now. Well, I mean, if everybody has them 6 months from now, I mean, it will.
Not everyone has everything in 6 months.
Well, so, let's just put it this way. In 6 months, when everybody has them, if everybody has them, be prepared for the onslaught of everything kills Revan YouTube videos coming out.
Yeah. Chewy, question. Is the release of Jedi Revan the end of swgoh? Just the countdown to the server close?
It's entirely possible.
I mean...
Wait. Why would it be the end of swgoh?
Well, Grande, I will let you see if you can figure that why we would think that.
Well, I mean, the meta report is not the only reason why we go on SWGO.
I'm not talking about meta report. It's crap like that.
Well, you did say swgoh.
Oh, well, yeah. Grande thinks that's what he means.
I'm like, SWGO.GG, why would
this be
no, Grande! And I'm like, trying to work through this process about what the website has to do with the game.
Oh my God, no. Yes, it's the reason why the game will fail. Because it's
You see my point now,
Grande,
right?
you are a national treasure. Please do not ever get smart. Ever. Please do not.
I'm like, you said
I've said this a million times. Grande is one of the most intelligent, smartest, stupidest people I know. He really is. I mean, you look at some of the stuff Grande does, and it's just impressive. And then you says stuff, you're like, how are you alive?
Like, UV.
Oh,
man.
My own unique spellings for everything. You guys didn't know this?
He is.
I'm kind of a big deal.
He is the idiot savant of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. He really is. Oh my God.
There's Kodak moments, and then there's Grande moments.
So, okay. No, I don't think this is going to kill the game. I think that you already have the counter to this team in your roster.
Which is what?
I don't know yet. I haven't played with the character yet.
Oh, get that.
All I'm telling you.
Well, I
personally, I think it might be bounty hunters and some of the bounty hunter contracts. I really do.
I don't see it.
I don't know.
But I don't know what the counter is if there's even one. I mean, I was kind of thinking.
I think it might be scoundrels. To
To
be honest with you, I think it might be some of the scoundrel characters. I think there's always to date an offensive counter to every meta has already been in your roster for months before the new meta comes out. But look at it. Danger Zone. Talk about a freaking old school ass team, right? Kills Treya.
Danger Zone.
And it's old school. I mean, it's Wedge and Biggs. I mean, it's Wedge and Biggs, right? I mean, if he's gonna pull up a bunch of buffs, right? And you need to do something that gets rid of counter and something that gets rid of stun, let's look at old Mr. B2 again, right? I mean, there are all kinds of characters.
All B2 is going to do is make Revan very angry. Then Revan smash hard.
All I'm saying though is that if his stuff is brought in as buffs, and you have a team of so many buffs that you can't even look at buffs anymore, you could easily say, okay, well, let's get rid of all the buffs, right? We could go back to a Chirrut and Baze style meta, right?
I'm sure someone will try to come up with something.
I'm sitting here spitballing because I haven't played with the guy. All I'm saying is I have yet to have seen a time when there was not a counter to that character already in your roster. At least one. There's too many pieces. Right? I mean, look. So they added a new queen to the chessboard, right? Queens can be countered. Even when you've lost your queen in chess.
It can be, but it makes it damn difficult to do, Grande.
I'm not saying it was easy. I said it was possible, right? I think there's a big difference here. I didn't say it was easy. I said it was possible. And here's the deal. The chessboard only has like 11 or 12 freaking pieces. This game now is pushing 165 different unique pieces.
Well, we can cut out a lot of them as useless. I mean, we
could cut out about 10.
Oh, I cut out a lot more than that.
You know what would be absolutely hilarious? Is if the counter to Revan is like freaking Ugnaught or Mob Enforcer.
If
that would be so hilarious.
I would laugh so hard. That would be so ridiculous.
Well, in my opinion, the counter is gonna be a light side team, and it has to do with how Revan works against dark side characters. So,
Paul Bracamonte Grande, how good are you at chess?
Like the counter to the Revan meta is Tuskens.
No, my gosh! No. It's gonna be some kind of turn meter or turn meter manipulation team, or it's going to be some kind of team that adds a bunch to your team. So it's going to be like a Boba Fett, or it's going to be a Wedge Biggs combination, or it's going to be CLS, or it's going to be R2. I mean, there is going to be a combination that lets you beat that lets you beat that team, or lets you beat that team as produced by EA, and you have to swap in or swap out one of the pieces. Like, for example, it may be that it's not that the team's not going to work when you have GK on the team and you need to swap it over for like an old Ben, or you need to do something else because and you need to have a Zetaed old Ben. I mean, there's going to be like the team that they said is the team, which is Jedi Revan, Ezra, the 2 Yodas, and GK. There is going to be a hard counter for that team.
Oh, we'll have to wait
Well,
and see.
I just want to point something out that I just had an epiphany of. Revan's lead, it doesn't completely negate turn meter gain. So this might bring EP back into standings.
Good.
It only does it until the first turn.
Right.
So, like, the ones that are given turn meter at the beginning of battle won't work. Whereas, like, the EP lead, it's whenever the debuffs expire. You know? So EP might come back into the meta with Revan. So
All right,
we'll see.
Let's get to some more questions here. Daryl Wright question: If I'm 99 shards away from unlocking Treya, should I start saving all my Zetas for her? Yeah. 2 Zetas, buddy. Get on it. But also 73 question: with how Jedi Revan looks, what do you think Darth Revan will end up with? And then further, the Revan when he comes out. Oh, at this point, I have no idea. That's 2 down the line, and I have no idea what they're going to do with Darth Revan and then regular Revan. My God. Just saying that makes me angry.
Yeah, same here.
Faymok question: since Revan is the big launch this week, what is your speculation for CG's 4th fiscal quarter launch in February 2019 as they have done in the past? I don't know, Luke? I have no idea. I mean, they've completely thrown me.
Jesus, I'm not looking forward to the next big character that they're releasing. I mean,
let's get through this quarter first.
Good Lord.
Because if it's just the beginning of the quarter, we still have ways to go. Now, there's no movie, so that makes me nervous because they can launch anything.
Well, and the skill descriptions keep on getting longer and longer and longer. Our phone screens are only so big.
That's right. That's why they made the scrolling bar, the thingy, Graham.
It doesn't work on skills.
Yes, it does. All right, where was my question? RSG Vormax is speaking in Spanish. ¿Quién más culpa Infinity porque Infinity no está en el shop hoy? He's not here because his father is getting surgery and stuff. Damn it.
That is correct.
Yo quiero Twinkie.
His dad had eye surgery.
I think cataract surgery. Yeah, I think that's what it was.
I don't know exactly, but he said it went well.
Yeah, he may be not here tomorrow as well, but he's taking care of his papa. Sith Gorilla question: getting ready to gear up Geos for ships. Are they difficult to gear? P.S. My original question was about the arena meta.
Geos are relatively difficult to gear, in my opinion. I mean, Geo Soldier, not so much. With the other ones, not super easy. Remember, you need them to gear 11. You don't really need them to gear 12.
Nah. But that does help a lot.
It does help a lot, but I'm just saying if we're trying to minimize resources spent on Geos, which are used for no other aspect of the game. The other thing, which we've said a bunch, is why are you going for Geos? You could take rank 1 in Arena with First Order and Houndstooth.
Yeah. Well, maybe someone's at that point where they're farming that.
Absolutely. Look, if you're at the point where you're going for another group, that's fine, but I'm just saying, which group has upward mobility? Look, here's the deal. You want to marry that really smart, young, hot chick because you know she's going somewhere.
Why is it always marriage with you?
Rather than marrying that kind of like, you want to look, you get married for their earning potential, okay? The earning potential of the First Order is way better. The earning potential is way better. The upward mobility is way better in First Order. Look, they got a cartoon out. They got all this other stuff. Are we going to get more First Order? Yep. Are we going to get more Geos? Really? I mean, kind of think this through just a little bit. Which one is it more? If you were a betting person, which one would end up with more ships? We're gonna end up with a Geo, fleet commander, or are we gonna end up with a first order fleet commander?
I get a feeling we're gonna wind up with neither.
I got a feeling we're gonna end up with first order and resistance at some point.
There's only one thing in this world that I know to be true. Dana has purple hair, and that's it.
Yes, but soon it's going to be a different color.
That's right. You got to do
it's going to be a different
the
color,
pink
a new
with
color?
The sprinkles, and Finn will have the pink with the
it
sprinkles.
Has to be silver.
Oh, silver. That's right, silver, not pink.
Silver.
With
and Infinity has to
and
have
it's
silver.
glitter.
And glitter.
With glitter.
Mm-hmm.
And jewels.
That's right.
That's right. Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I'll never live it down.
That kid is so adorable.
She is.
She is awesome.
Let's see here. Camille Blahowski. Question: do you think the arena will be finally diverse? Few people will get rev, and we have still a bunch of people who don't have Trey yet. We have Bass's team. Some still have Emperor Palpatine, etc.
You have a very diverse group. I would tell you that in mine keeps getting less and less diverse. It keeps getting to be where it's less and less of anything else except for Treya, with a few Basties running around. But here's the thing about arenas. Arenas are all unique. So what's happening in your arena is not necessarily what's happening in everybody else's arena.
All right.
Data footage, subject to change. By the way, another ship that I think people are overlooking, and it's completely farmable now, and it's really badass, is Lando's Falcon. Lando's Falcon is amazing.
It's a great ship.
For a reinforcement.
Still a great ship.
Oh yeah. Well, like if you use his reinforcement ability correctly, you can almost clear the board with just him.
Oh yeah. But it's like I said, it's a little different. We'll see.
All right. Doja-san. Question: now that Revan is being released, do you think CG will spend some time on fixing territory war matchmaking? I know that they are still they are getting some information on that. They did speak about that in the forums. So, is there a fix incoming? I don't know. I mean, they are looking at a lot of that stuff. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. What else? 73 question: is Grande calling Revan a queen? I think he did. Yeah, I think that's exactly what Grande did.
Dancing queen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it is the 21st century.
Mm-hmm. Camille Blahowski question: do you think that Old Man Rex will make his comeback as always? I don't see Rex on this kind of
Old Man Rex.
He's great.
He's been a little bit amiss lately.
He's not there anymore. Yeah.
I mean, Old Man Rex. Here's the thing: is, man, we are priming ourselves for an awesome clone series where we put 2 or 3 more characters in, like Delta Squad, and all of a sudden, Rex is back, baby. Rex is back. I mean, it's not going to take much. It doesn't take much for Rex to come back, but a Delta Squad release would make the clones epic. I mean, look, the clones are pretty much garbage, except for Rex, unless they're under Rex. I mean, under Cody it makes sense, but Cody,
even then,
Cody can't take hardly any freaking damage. I mean, have you ever noticed that? Cody dies all the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you give us like a heavy, you get us like some awesome, and I'm a big clones fan, but you get us 4 or 5 clones that have hit points and HP, and they have uniques that read like Revans, that are 6 paragraphs long on what their unique does. And I got to tell you, Rex is back, straight up. So, but it'll be a while, I think.
Chewie. Question: who's going to be needed for Darth Revan? Oh God, I have no idea. Let's just get through this version of Revan before we even start thinking about a Darth Revan. My God, this has been ridiculous. So I don't really want to God.
I think we got a while too for a Dark Revan. I think we potentially see another version of Luke first, which is, we've got another movie coming out. So we probably got another we probably got another 6 months. We have another 6 months, before we see Luke, and then another 6 months and we see Rey, and then another 6 months and we see Revan. So we probably got 18 months for Darkside Revan.
Yeah. Paul Bracamonte question: do you think they'll release Juhani Karth and some of the others for another Panic Farm for Darth Revan? Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, that
wouldn't surprise
probably
me.
Yes.
I seriously think you guys are worried about the wrong thing. The what's next is not a Darkside Revan. The what's next is something. You want me to tell you? I think that the Jedi Luke is potentially there. I think potentially an OG Millennium Falcon is there. I think if you want to talk about what's next and have a conversation about what's next, it's not something that's happening in 18 months. It's what's happening. It's what's happening at Christmas, and it's what's happening. Q1 of 2019.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
If you want to really, I think we potentially got a C-3PO, or we potentially got an OG Millennium Falcon coming out sometime in that time period.
I don't know. I just think they need to tone down the power creep here, because it's been very, very strong the past couple of months. With Chewie and then just right after that, freaking Revan.
I mean, some people have had 6-star, have had 7-star Traya for 6 months, and
most
for them,
have
the
not.
power creep. I totally agree with you that most have not. I'm just saying there are people out there that have, and so for those people, the power creep seems just about right. But that's not where everybody's at. I agree.
All right, so that's all the questions. So we are done with questions. I think I did a pretty good job of that. If I did miss your question, I apologize. It was just little old me doing all that work. But if you do have questions, you know what, and I missed any of them, I apologize. You know what? You can get with those tonight because we got our big Wednesday night show. Yay!
And I'll tell you what, we'll give you a full refund of your question costs. And we will, and that way you can apply it to this evening.
See, there you go.
And if you're really lucky, Grande will mispronounce your name tonight in the shout-outs.
Oh,
and you'll get a roster review.
Snap. That's right. Now, CG Grande, will you be on tonight?
Man, I'm working hard on that. I'm working hard on being able to be on this evening.
Okay.
Yes.
So we'll see.
I hope so. We miss you, man.
I know it. I'm trying.
That's right.
2 weeks in the house, finally getting some stuff done, but stuff breaks, and kids need things done. It's hard being a house husband. I'm telling you, it's hard. It's a hard life.
It's a hard knock life for Grande Petroni. So if you're,
I just had a vision of Grande in the house walking around in nothing but an apron.
Right. That is why I can't believe you.
That's a mental image that I did not need.
I'm a pool boy. What can I tell you?
Oh, that's even worse. God, Dana, why would you do that?
Look, I'm telling
you,
it's me and a Speedo.
And I had to share.
Why would you do that?
I'm walking around and I'm telling my wife, I can't believe not water.
That's horrifying.
Oh my gosh! He said how
horrifying.
Like apron and doing the chores.
I do chores, but I'm doing chores right now. I just pulled some weeds in the yard. I took the dog out.
I think Grande goes around without the apron on.
I'm in my Speedos right now. I'm rocking it. I know it's like 50-something degrees outside, but when you're this good, you got to let everybody see it.
I'm
telling you.
You know what else?
What's that?
Porg.
Even the Porg comment cannot get that thought out of my head.
I'm telling you.
Y'all nasty. All right, so
it takes a special person. That's all I'm saying.
A special ed person is kind of where I'm going with that. Oh my god!
I think I'm going down on the ladder of likability on Ranger's ladder.
No, dang, come on.
What happened now?
I said you're on your like meter or whatever. I'm falling the porgs, and now the grande comment.
Yeah, that's just a bad taste in my mouth. I thought it was the coffee, and then I'm like, nope, that's grande flavor.
You know, if I didn't know what grande looks like, it probably wouldn't have bugged me.
Yeah,
But since I do know what grande looks like, it bugged me.
yeah. With and without beard.
I'm smart enough, I'm pretty enough, and gosh darn it, people like me.
And you didn't even get the quote right. You are a bad man, Grande. All right. So we'll wrap it up. So if you're guys, if you're watching, this is our lunch stream. We do this Monday through Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. If you would like a roster review, please send your GG page to Dr. Finn Medicine Woman on Discord and make sure that he does respond, and we can add you to the queue. We do love doing them, and we love helping you guys out. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. It does help us get our channel out there. If you haven't given a thumb ups on the video yet, please do. It does help us tremendously with getting the content out to the YouTube world. If you haven't checked out our Patreon, we did hit our first goal for our Patreon, so we're very excited about that. But if you would like to support our endeavors for what we are doing to keep putting out this great content that you guys enjoy, please check out our Patreon. And we got our big GoFundMe going so we can get to Disney World, so we can run a half marathon, so we can raise money for the American Cancer Society. Remember, tonight is our big Wednesday night stream. We will be going in-depth, hardcore into Revan, breaking it down. We break down all the latest and greatest news in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. And then Saturday, we are going to be having our huge mega stream from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're going to be trying to raise as much as we can for the ACS and try to knock out a big chunk of it. So we're going to be doing another mega stream, so get ready for that, guys. So I think that covers it all. We got the big stream coming up tonight, so stay tuned for that. We'll posting that in all the groups and everything. So on behalf of myself, Brain Damage, Grande Patron, the lovely Dana Descent, Grim the Mechanic, and of course Mike, the foreigner from across the pond. Hey, English. Thank you for being here, and we will holler at you later. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tonight. Peace.